Hello, my dear students. Good morning. Hope you all safe. Now we will continue class with the solutions and about solutions and polynomial. Please join fast. Okay. Dear students, today class is very important. We have many relations between molarity, normality, and molality. Okay. We have molarity and mole fraction relations. That's all we will discuss now. Okay. So previously, what we discussed means between normality and molarity I was given, and I was given gram equivalent weight. So gram equivalent weight of acids, gram equivalent weight of bases, gram equivalent weight of salts, and gram equivalent weights of oxidants and reductants we discussed, right? So now we will have few more examples about gram equivalent weights of oxidants and reductants. Okay. So gram equivalent weight of KMnO4 I said in different mediums like acidic medium, basic medium, and neutral medium I was given, right? So now we will have a few more examples. Okay. So this Cr2O7 minus 2. Actually K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7 gram equivalent weight. What is the gram equivalent weight of K2Cr2? So gram equivalent weight is equals to, gram molecular weight by valency factor. So first, K2Cr2O7, how it will split? Okay, as ions 2K plus and Cr2O7 minus 2. Right, sir? Oxidation state already. Alkali metal it is. So alkali metal always plus 1. So if you see this Cr2O7 minus 2, chromium is a transition metal. So its oxidation state definitely change. So I'll have one thing here. Cr2O7 minus 2 gram equivalent weight change is what I'll tell you now. Okay. So 2Cr plus 3 actually. Cr2O7 minus 2 in acidic medium it turns to 2Cr plus 3. Got it, sir? So as I mentioned, few students asked me about that, sir. Why the oxidation state changing like that? See, that's the process. Okay, in acidic medium, basic medium, neutral medium, that happens. Okay, that particular reaction takes place. So, like a emotion, how we react. Okay, sometimes depends on our mood and everything. So like that here also depends on medium, that particular substance will undergo certain changes, like oxidation state of manganese changes from +7 to +2 in acidic medium, right? So oxidation state of manganese was changed from +7 to +4 in a neutral medium, or else weak alkali medium. In strong alkali medium, manganese oxidation state changed from +7 to +6. Okay, that change depends on medium. So here also, chromium oxidation state is changing from here to here. So here, what is the chromium oxidation state? If anybody have doubt, I'll tell you. See, so chromium oxidation state is what? Okay, so 2 chromiums you have. 2x plus 7 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Correct? Huh? Okay, so here 2x is equal to plus 12 and x is equals to plus 6. So here chromium oxidation state is plus. Here how many ions are present also matter. Okay, to have gram equivalent weight. because you are taking gram equivalent weight for Cr2O7 minus 2. Okay, and including potassium, but potassium oxidation state is not changing. That's why I was not written there. Got it clearly? So for taking gram equivalent weight of K2Cr2O7, I have to consider two chromiums. So in two chromiums, what is the change in oxidation state? I have to consider. I must consider that. Okay, so how many atoms are present? Okay, in which oxidation state changed? Okay, if you know, then only you will have correct gram equivalent weight. Correct? Whose oxidation state changed? Chromium. So chromium, how many atoms are there in a particular given compound? Okay, for whom you are calculating gram equivalent weight. That's very much important. So if you see two chromiums are there in K2Cr2. So 2Cr plus 6 and converted to 2Cr. This is the meaning. Okay. So just for your understanding, I repeat. Okay. So now each chromium is a plus 6. 2 chromium means what is the total charge? Plus 12 actually. 1 chromium is plus 6. Don't think I written wrong. 1 chromium is a plus 6, but 2 chromiums means 6 to 12 plus 12. Here in product 1 chromium plus 3. So 2 chromiums you have to consider plus 6. You have to consider what's the plus 6 you have to consider. So plus 12 converted to plus 6 you have to consider while calculating gram equivalent weight. Few people what they'll do. So here oxidation state what changed means plus 6. Okay, plus 6 to plus 3, sorry. Here, what is the change in oxidation state means 6 to 3 is 3 electrons. So valency factor is 3 they will consider. No, here you have to consider the change in oxidation, that particular change in oxidation state for 2 chromiums because in K2Cr2O7 you have 2 chromiums. Okay, why you are considering K2Cr2O7 means for that only I am calculating gram equivalent weight. Got it, sir, everyone? So here, what is the change? 12 minus 6. So how many electron transfer? 6 electron transfer. Very, very important. How many electron transfer? 6 electrons. Okay, 6 electrons transfer. This is the most important. Not 3. Few people will take only 3 electrons. Okay, so the change in oxidation state, they'll take plus 6 to plus 3. But you have to observe for whom oxidation state changed and in a given compound how many atoms are there, which atoms for a particular atom, okay, in which oxidation state changed. That is very, very important. Got it, sir, everyone? So now what will be the gram equivalent weight of Mr. K2Cr2O7 means its gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight of K2Cr2O7 by, you have to take 6. Why we taken 6 understood? This is the most important. Okay, please note it down, everyone. K2Cr2O7 gram equivalent weight. If they ask, you have to take gram molecular weight by 6. So why was not written gram molecular weight means you have to take, as I mentioned, potassium is atomic weights you must know. Potassium up to 30 elements you know already. So potassium is 39 and chromium everybody knows it's 53 and oxygen 16. So their atomic weights you know, so that it will be easy. Okay, so next I want gram equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 price. Okay, so if they ask like this, we cannot say gram equivalent weight. So what is the change in oxidation state you have to know? So in any medium, Fe2SO4 price during chemical reaction always it turns to FeSO4 actually. Okay, in a particular reaction. So sir, sulfates not balanced, don't ask me. In presence of some like salt or acids, that sulfate will react actually. Okay, so here Fe2SO4 thrice will turns to FeSO4. This is the most important. Suppose if this change given, okay, this change they have to mention, otherwise they will say simply in a particular medium, in acidic medium like that. What medium? Acidic medium like that they will mention. So what is the oxidation state of iron here? So again same story, 2x plus each sulfate is -2. I told you already. So sulfate is -2, no, SO4 -2. So you have to take 3 into -2 is equal to 0. Then 2x equal to +6 and x equal to +3. Okay. Now here iron oxidation state is very simple, +2. So now this particular number again important. So how many chromium, this iron, no? How many iron atoms are there for whom you are calculating gram equivalent weight? That is very important. So in this conversion, what is the gram equivalent weight of FePSO4 thrice means one iron, that particular oxidation state change is a 1, and 2 irons, the change in oxidation state is +2. Okay, like that you have to. So because here I can write now 2 Fe plus 3 now converted to 2 Fe plus 2. This is the meaning. So actually this is called ferric sulfate. First one, what I have given, this is ferric sulfate and this is ferrous sulfate. So they'll ask a question like this. During conversion of ferric sulfate into ferrous sulfate, they'll ask a question. What is the gram equivalent weight of ferric sulfate? If they ask, then you have to consider 2 irons, because in ferric sulfate there are 2 irons, iron atoms. Okay, so you have to consider change in oxidation state for 2 ions. Okay, one Fe3 plus oxidation state is a +3. So one Fe2 plus oxidation state is +2. So during this, what you have, you will take like this, and you will write 1 electron is the difference. But is it correct? What I written is absolutely wrong. Don't think by mistake I written. Okay, so wantedly I written to show that it's wrong. Got it, sir, everyone? So now I will write that. So what is the change in oxidation state? 2 3s are +6 you have taken. 2 2s are 4 +4 you have taken. So change in oxidation state means you have to take 2 electrons. Got it? So they'll ask a question like this. In acidic medium, ferric sulfate converted to ferrous sulfate, then what is the equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 thrice? They'll ask you. So if they ask, you have to do like this. So Fe2SO4 thrice gram equivalent weight means 2 irons you have to take. But if they ask what is the gram equivalent weight of FeSO, okay, in any medium during conversion of, if otherwise like this, during conversion of FeSO4 into Fe2SO4 plus. This case, if you observe, you have no need to consider 2 irons oxidation state. Okay, because in FeSO4, how many irons are there important? Got it, sir? Now Fe2SO4 thrice is not important for us. FeSO4 is important for us. Got it, sir? Ferrous sulfate they are asking. Ferrous sulfate gram equivalent weight they are asking. That means the given conversion like this. Fe plus 2 converted to Fe plus 3 they are asking. Now you have to consider only 1 electron change. Hope you understood. Why? Why, sir? Because in FeSO4 just 1 iron present. 1 iron atom present. Because FeSO4 means, as I said, you are considering total weight of FeSO4 only. So in FeSO4, you are considering only one iron weight. That's why you have to consider only one ion oxidation state change. Okay. So in previous, I given here, see, two irons oxidation state I was considered because they are asking gram equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 thrice. That is ferric sulfate. You can write that. Okay. This is a ferrous sulfate. FeSO4 is called ferrous sulfate. Got it, everyone? So this is the most important. Ferrous to ferric means, what is the gram equivalent weight? Gram molecular weight by 1. So here you can write in this conversion, what is the gram equivalent weight means gram molecular weight by 1 you have to consider. Here whose gram equivalent weight? Gram equivalent weight of FeSO4. Gram equivalent weight of FeSO4 means you are taking gram molecular weight by 1. If you want gram equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 thrice, here, sorry. Here, if you want gram equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 thrice, what you will do? Gram equivalent weight of, who is that? Fe2SO4 thrice means you have to take gram molecular weight by 2 you have to. This is the most important. Please, everybody, be careful about this. Very simple, you have no need to confuse. For a particular given, in a particular given question, what molecule they given to calculate gram equivalent weight. So they given Fe2SO4 thrice or FeSO4. They given ferric sulfate or ferrous sulfate is the first thing. Okay, they are asking gram equivalent weight for whom? Okay, if they ask gram equivalent weight of ferric sulfate, then 2 iron atoms you have to consider because in Fe2SO4 thrice there are 2 iron atoms. That's why I'm telling you. So this is the most important thing. Gram equivalent weight of Fe2SO4 thrice. So gram molecular weight by 2. Most important. Okay. So next, if you see this one, gram equivalent weight of FeSO4, if they ask, then gram molecular weight will be gram equivalent weight of FeSO4, they ask, then gram molecular weight by 1 you have to consider. So why this much of time you are explaining is the most important thing. Unnecessarily, nobody should lose marks. That is my intention. Please, you have to understand my intention. Okay, so let it be slow or fast, not a issue, but you have to understand. That is a matter. Okay. Similarly, in this conversion, they'll ask like this: Fe plus 2 plus, okay, sorry, Fe plus 2, okay, Fe plus 3, sorry, Fe plus 3, then 2i minus 2i minus and converted to Fe2 plus, okay, plus I2. Okay, so what is the gram equivalent weight of Mr. Fe plus 3 they ask? Then Fe plus 3 means you have to take Fe2SO4 thrice, meaning suppose instead of this Fe plus 3, instead of Fe plus 3, I use this. What I use now? Direct compound iron, otherwise you can't. Here I'll write Fe2SO4 thrice I'll take. So here I'll take Fe2 SO4 price given, and here also I'll take FeSO4, or I'll take FeSO4. In this conversion, what is the gram equivalent weight of Fe plus 2? They'll ask just to make you confused. That means gram equivalent weight of Fe to SO4 price they are asking. Okay, so Fe to SO4 price they'll give you like this. Then what you have to take, gram molecular weight of Mr. Fe2SO4 price. Whose gram molecular weight this is? Gram molecular weight of Fe2SO4 price. Okay, divided by 2. This is the method. That's same reverse reaction if they given. First FeSO4 plus I2 given. Okay, so I'll write that also. And even iodine also you have to take 2 electron change. One iodine means -1 to 0, but 2 iodines are there. So you have to take valency factor 2 for iodine also. See, very simple, in redox reactions I told you, here how many electrons will change, the same electrons will be change here. Okay, so here how many electrons change? 2 electrons. 2 electrons lost again, gained. Here 2 electrons gained. Okay, so here what happens? 2 electrons lost, because here iron oxidation state decreased. Iron oxidation state what happened? +3 to +2 here. But here what happened? Iron iodine oxidation state changed from -1 to 0. Here iodine oxidation state I2. I2 means 0, no? So how many electron transfer here also? 2. I am saying 2 understanding everyone. 1 iodine -1. 1 iodine -1. Here I2 2 electron transfer. So without wasting time, I'll go for reverse reaction. What is that reaction? FeSO4 plus I2 gives rise to Fe2SO4 price plus 2I minus. But it's everyone. Then they ask like this: gram equivalent weight of FeSO4. Gram equivalent weight of what? FeSO4. Then it will be gram molecular weight by 1 this time. Sir, here also you have to balance, no sir. See, balancing is not matter. In the given molecule, how many atoms are there? Which atom, in which the oxidation state changed? That is the most important thing. So, but clearly, so in FeSO4, sir, it's not balanced. Few people will think, because sir, here one iron is there, here 2 irons are there. Balancing not matter. For whom they are asking gram equivalent weight. They are asking gram equivalent weight of this time FeSO4. So in FeSO4, how many irons are there? 1. So 1 iron oxidation state change is enough for us, because for 1 iron only weight you are considering. So in this way, we can have gram equivalent weight of Mr. iron. Okay. So even chromium also, how to take change in oxidation state, I told you. So next, I'll give you the most important. All relations of molarity I was given. Normality and molarity relation also I was given. Next, the most important thing is molality. What is this? Molality. What is molality? Molality is a representing with a small. So we discussed in previous gram equivalent weights. Please revise everybody, and individually, personally also you can ask me any doubt, no problem. Okay, I'll respond. Yesterday few people asked, was responded, and they also understood, and hope understood. Okay, so hope they understood. Now you can ask me any kind of question related of this related to this particular gram equivalent weights. So now I will explain molality. Molality, molarity, action. Okay. So what is molarity? Molarity means the number of moles. Here also moles only. In molarity also number of moles only. But presenting the number of moles of solute presenting 1 kg of given solvent. This is the most important. So everybody, please, I'll write, just observe. So number of moles of solute present in 1 kg. This is the most important. Present in 1 kg of given solvent. This is the big difference between molarity and what? Molarity. So 1 kg of solvent. Who is presenting? The number of moles of solute. The number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of a given solvent is called molarity, you can say. Okay. So now, what is the molarity formula? Molarity is equals to there is a formula. What is that? Number of moles. Number of moles. Whose moles? Number of moles of solute. Weight of solvent in kg. So what is moles? You know already. Mole means N. N it is nothing but weight by gram molecular weight. So whose mole here? Whose moles we have to consider? Solute moles. Okay. So what is the molarity I can write? Molarity is equals to its you can write weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by weight of solvent. Weight of solvent in kg. This is very important. Weight of solvent in kg. This is molarity. Okay. So the most important things. Molarity is equals to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by weight of solvent in kg. The same formula I'll write when the weight given in grams, same volume given in milliliter we written no similar way. Then you can write molarity is equals to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by weight of 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. This is the most important. Okay, weight of solvent, I use some P. Okay, so molarity is equals to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. Okay, very, very important. This is the most. Now, what is the units? Units of molarity. What I said, molarity, moles of solute present in particular weight of solvent in kg. So this moles per kg I can write, okay, or else I can write mole per gram I can write. I can write or not? Units of molarity. I can write moles per kg or else moles per gram, because molarity is number of moles. In numerator what you have? Moles. In denominator what you have? Weight of solvent. So weight of solvent is kg. So I have units now for molarity. And if you see a particular formula, molarity formula, if you see, you don't have a volume term here. So molarity is equals to you have a weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams only. Correct? So there is no volume term. So molarity is temperature dependent or independent? It is independent. So that's important point. So molarity M, small m, okay. Molarity is temperature independent. Okay, who is the temperature independent? Molality is a temperature independent. Who is the temperature dependent? Both molarity and normality. Got it, sir, clearly? Now, I will give you few more important relations. Okay, so what is the relation between molality and molarity? Relation between molality and molarity. This is the most important. Relation between molality and important things. Who is the temperature independent? Molality is temperature independent. Most important. Molality units I given now. Units of molality. Okay, and units. Units of relation between molality and molarity. This is the most. Okay, what is the relation? Very, very important. Molality and molarity relation, if you see, when density given, density they have to give, then molality is equals to molarity into 1000 by molarity into 1000 by density into 1000 minus m into molarity into gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight of molecule. Okay, so this is the most important relation. What is that relation? Molarity is equals to molarity into 1000. Molarity into 1000 by density into 1000 minus m into molecular weight into gram molecular weight of solute. This is the important relation. Please note it down. This is the very, very important relation. Very much important. Similar way, I'll give you few more relations here. Molarity and so I'll give you few more relations like if density or specific gravity, if specific gravity or else density and percentage weight by weight given. Percentage weight by weight given. This is the most important thing, sir. Hello, please follow it properly. Okay. If specific gravity or else density and percentage weight by weight given, then what is given? Then what is the molarity relation? Molarity is equals to density. Okay, that's specific gravity. You can specific gravity into 10 by gram molecular weight. This is the most important. Molarity is equals to specific gravity density into 10 by gram molecular weight. Important relation. Okay. If there was not given specific gravity percentage weight by weight, no, sorry, miss one point here. Percentage weight by weight. Specific gravity I will write like this. Density into, or else first I write percentage weight by weight into specific gravity. Specific gravity. Okay, percentage weight by weight into specific gravity into 10 by gram molecular weight. This is the most important relation, molarity relation. You must know this. Okay, so what is molarity? when the specific gravity and density given, okay, density and specific gravity or density and percentage weight by weight given. This is the most important. So what they given is important. So what they given here, specific gravity given. The given specific gravity. Specific gravity is nothing but density only. Okay, and percentage weight by weight, sir, not percentage weight by volume. Okay, if a specific gravity given or density along with the percentage weight by weight given, then relation molarity is equals to percentage weight by weight into specific gravity by gram molecular weight into 10. That's the most important. Okay, sir. Now, sir, not density, not percentage weight by weight. Sir, if percentage weight by volume given, percentage weight by volume given, then what is molarity? Then molarity is what? Then what is molarity? How to calculate? So why you are giving these formulas means specific gravity they will mention something like density 0.9 gram per cc liter, and it is 40% weight by weight they will give. What is molarity? They'll ask. So specific gravity given and percentage weight by weight given some 40% like that. So specific gravity 0.9 given. So you can substitute those, okay, for H2SO4. So molarity you can have by using that formula. Okay, but if percentage weight by weight given, then what's the relation? Let's see. Molarity is equals to it's what do you know? Molarity means weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by 1000 because volume in ml. So 1000 by volume in milliliter. Why you are considering in milliliter, sir? Because percentage weight by volume, if you see the number of the weight of a solute present in 100 ml of given solution, 100 ml. So molarity formula you have to take in this milliliters only. So what I can write this? Molarity is equals to, I can write molarity is equals to, I can write as weight by gram molecular weight. So I can write as 100 into 10, I can write 1000. Okay. So now volume in milliliter. So I'll continue this. Please look at this. The percentage weight by volume. I'll continue here in the next page. Okay. So now what I can write the same. Molarity is equals to, I can write weight by volume. Weight by volume in milliliter into 100. This part I can write. Okay. Into remaining 10 by gram molecular weight I can write. I just divided that part. This particular term, what you have? This particular weight by volume into 100. This is nothing but percentage weight by volume or not? Weight by volume into 100. Okay, weight of solute by volume of a solution into 100. That is nothing but what? This is volume of solution or not in molarity. So what is that? That is nothing but percentage weight by volume. So what I can write the relation? Then molarity is equals to. Then molarity is equals to percentage weight by volume into percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram molecular weight. So that's why in previous formula also when density given and percentage weight by weight given, you have into 10, you can observe here into 10 you have. Correct, sir? Why into 10 you have? Now you can understand because percentage in that you have 100 there. Okay, 100 into 10,000. So percentage weight by weight and a specific gravity given, that is the formula. Molarity is equals to percentage weight by weight into specific gravity by gram molecular weight into 10. That is the most important. If percentage weight by volume given, then this is the formula. Molarity is equals to percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram molecular weight. This is the most important thing, sir. Everybody must know this. Molarity is equals to percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram molecular weight. Same formula you can write for normality also. So to calculate normality when percentage weight by weight and density given, density or else specific gravity given, then what you have to, normality is equals to percentage weight by weight into density into 10 by gram equivalent weight, because you are calculating normality, right? You're calculating normality, right? Normality is equals to percentage weight by weight into density into 10 by gram equivalent weight. The same formula for molarity I will compare here. So when the same percentage weight by weight and density given, you can have like this. Percentage weight by weight into density into 10 by gram equivalent weight. This is molarity formula. This is a oh shit. Sorry. Gram molecule. What is that? Gram molecular weight. Okay. See the difference? I'll add this. No sides. So here you have gram molecular weight. This is molarity and non-molarity difference. The same story you can have here. When percentage weight by volume given, what is the normality? Okay. If percentage weight by volume given, then what is normality? Then what is the normality is the question. Same story. Then normality is equals to percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram molecular weight. Simple. Sorry, sir. Gram equivalent weight. Okay, this is gram equivalent weight. Normality, no? So normality means gram molecular weight or gram equivalent weight. Gram equivalent weight we have to consider. Normality is equals to percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram equivalent weight, when percentage weight by volume given. The most important. The same I'll compare here. So molarity if they are asking when the given percentage excuse me, weight by volume given. Same story. Percentage weight by volume into 10 by gram molecular weight. This time I write on proper. This is about molarity. Okay. So in our next class, we will discuss about the molality mole fraction and that normality mole fraction, molarity mole fraction, all relations we will have, and so that we will finish those particular concepts completely. Okay, concentration terms we will complete by tomorrow itself.